In this video, I want to discuss different variations of a banded or cable shoulder rotation to an overhead press. The major focus that we're looking with this is really shoulder stability and controlling that motion with a resistance or a load pulling against us. So we can do this both internal and external rotation aspects. So think of, so if my shoulder's here, coming out is external, coming in is internal. But we can also change the position a little bit depending on which rotational aspect we're looking at. So for the very basic side of this, we're going to have, like I said, external coming out and then internal coming in. So basically going to be setting up kind of in this position here. Now, equipment-wise, I'm going to be using a band. You can substitute a band for a cable machine. They're relatively complementary to each other. So for this first one, I'm going to be focusing on external rotation, so holding nice and controlled there, externally rotating the band to this point, and now I'm going to bring this up overhead to that 90-degree spot, and then come back down. So picture 90 degrees. So shoulder or elbow stays at 90 degrees here, externally rotating, so there, once again, 90 degrees here at the elbow. Now shoulder's going to go 90 degrees as well. So keep it on that tabletop, and there's 90 degrees. Same thing for internal rotation. So if I come to the internal, I'm going to rotate in to that point there and then come up just of that nature. Big key with this is I don't want to see that shoulder as we go up start to drift out. So if we're coming here, as we go up, I don't want to see it drifting up into abduction. What that's going to be is the shoulder, the external rotators are not supporting it, and then you're utilizing other tissue to move that. So we want to make sure that we're maintaining that neutral position. So if I'm sitting here, it's coming straight up, not coming here and coming out like that into abduction. Same thing here. If I'm coming here, I don't want to be flying out that way. A different setup for this is going to be in the back, or sorry, not in the back, but in the up here in the top. So instead of sitting shoulder down, elbow down in this position, I can come up into abduction. For this, external rotation, hold there, and we can also press up this way. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to be having my back to the camera, but here's the example there. So from here, pulling back, external, then pushing up, down. So that's another variation of the same movement. But the biggest key here is using that resistance, putting yourself into that shoulder rotation, whether it be internal or external, bringing that shoulder up through flexion to challenge the stability of that shoulder. If you have any questions, please let us know.